Hey, Chanel. I wanted to know if you would like to go out with me.
A queen who'll do whatever His Highness desires.
Alright, so peep this. I went over to her house, right? She opens the door, and I'm like, yo, what's good? Like, I want to see what's up with me and you. And she lets out a giggle and closes the door. You know, she couldn't contain all her excitement because I'm just me, and that's how girls are. She opened up the door, and she was like,
oh my god, you're like so damn cool. Of course I'll go out with you.
yeah, that's how it went down. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it sounds like you really swept her off her feet. Well, you know we're working on your self-esteem and your social anxiety. So doing this, that was a really big step for you. Like, how do you feel about actually going through with it and doing that?
Honestly, I was cool. I was just trying to make sure she was okay. You know, her being all excited and all. I know she's gonna try to tell all her friends, but I'm just trying to keep it on the low.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, let's keep pushing ourselves to do the things that make us a little bit uncomfortable. You know, that's going to help with your social anxiety is to keep pushing yourself and challenging yourself in that way. All right, so let's check in with you next week and see how you're doing with that, okay?
Cool. All right then.
Now, I know he's lying. There's no way his scary self talked to the prettiest girl in school and bagged her just like that. Especially when he's dealing with self-esteem issues and social anxiety issues. So why didn't I call him out on that, you might ask? It's because I want him to be comfortable with me out, and I know that he values the perception that I have of him, that he believes that I have of him, of somebody that's confident, somebody that's overcoming their issues and their anxieties. It's easy to tell that he really values that about me, and that makes him feel comfortable to a certain extent. So I want him to maintain that trust and that comfort with me, but I want him to get to the point where he can become vulnerable with me. I want him to get to the point where he can say, listen, I was scared out of my mind to talk to this girl. You know, I don't feel like enough. I feel inadequate. Sometimes I feel worthless. Because then we can begin to work with that. We can begin to really talk about the deepest things that bother him. A lot of times when we're dealing with people, we automatically write them off when they tell us about all these things that they've accomplished and who they're talking to and what they're doing. We can write them off as being a narcissist. We can write them off as being arrogant. But sometimes there's a deep-seated self-esteem issue that's present that all they need is a little bit of encouragement from us or a little bit of reframing of their experience to help them be confident and be the person that they want to be. So if you ever deal with that type of person, try your best not to get too frustrated, but really examine where this is coming from. Who are they really trying to impress? Why are they trying to impress that person? Now, in this particular video, let's find out what happens when somebody this young keeps the self-esteem issues and keeps having to lie to people to make himself seem more confident than he is, and how that can carry over to an adulthood. If you get rejected that much, that can have a devastating impact. So that's why I don't like it when people talk about, oh, your high school experience doesn't matter. It helps shape and form you into how you are as an adult. So let's see what happens if this goes the wrong way and he continues to have a life of being rejected, and how that plays out into him going into manhood.